I'm here with Paul, who's not here.
What's
Just
up?
voice. And we are about to watch Ken take down Max. Hopefully.
Maybe.
Actually, I hope Max takes down Ken, because that'll be better for me
It could go either way.
in the rankings. Alright, we're going to jump right in. Let's spectate Ken, and then we'll jump on Max. So Paul did not get a webcam today, unfortunately,
That is correct.
but I have classed it up.
We're all thankful for that.
Okay, just updating.
Well, while you're updating, it looks like we're going to be up against some sort of very interesting dual mad scientist build with Grim Patron.
Snap. Yeah, I just loaded up. Yeah, definitely Patron Warrior. As we can see, Max has the Grim Patron, which is more of a mid-range deck now.
Still really strong though. Runs a lot of great cards, and with that bonus patron potential, it's just super scary all the time.
All right. Even though we were a little late, can't forget the obligatory let's get ready to rumble.
Do it.
Oh, I'm doing it. Okay, so what? Okay, so he just mirror entity'd the Armor Smith.
He might just die this next turn if he doesn't play some Whirlwinds and armor up here, though. This is pretty scary.
Well, let's see. Yeah, he has to armor up. No, he won't die. I mean, he'll be in a bad place because Ken's probably going to bring out the Dr. Boom. And that's something
Right,
that...
but I mean, he's thinking he could. All right, he's safe now. But Fireball Frostbolt would have killed him there if he had played too aggressively.
Dang.
Very scary stuff. And now he's got to deal with Boom and face that threat next turn.
He does have an execute, so he can run one of his Armor Smith into it.
I think he needs to hold on to the Arbor Smiths, though. Those things are just too valuable.
That's true.
And yeah,
Yep, that's smart. That's smart.
that's a pretty good mirror entity target, all things considered. Looking at what else he has in hand.
Huh. Yeah. Anything else would have been really bad. He's lucky he had that. I think he's going to start to pull out here, but he's still in danger of a burst. I think if...
He is definitely still in danger. He needs to drop the Sludge Belcher and not kill the Boombots.
I mean, the fact that... the fact that Ken hasn't even lost any life yet. That's big.
Oh boy, this is going to be scary. 8 damage to face. Here it comes.
That would end it. Well, no, that wouldn't. Those Armor Smiths are doing work.
All right, that was
Ooh,
pretty
that was
optimal there.
The best he could have hoped for. Wow.
Yep. All right.
All right, he's back to full life.
All right, this game is still on.
I feel like that would be a mistake to bring out Antonitis right now. What do you think?
I think he definitely wants to wait until he has the most mana possible to take advantage of that.
Yeah. I'm not even sure I would have played the. Would you have played the Sorcerer's Apprentice? What was the purpose there? I mean, he didn't save any mana.
Well, he's still going to force something else in order to clear that this turn, because the ooze can't deal with it, and he probably wants to develop something bigger because he's up to 9 mana now.
No, you're right.
But,
you're right. And he was
yeah.
able to get that Cogmaster out because of that extra mana.
Yeah.
So, if he draws, let's see, he's probably got a Piloted Shredder in there.
Still, it's looking pretty bad at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not looking too hot. Although looking at his hand, Max's hand, he doesn't have anything to deal with the Sorcerer's Apprentice, so he could get lucky. The Dr. Boom is probably his best bet, yeah.
I would kind of have liked to see the Patron or even a Grom Whirlwind there, just to get rid of the Sorcerer's Apprentice with the Ooze.
Oh, yeah, that definitely. Ooh, interesting.
Now we got an Antonidas with the Apprentice up, which is.
But he's not getting the benefit off it.
No.
I think the Dr. Boom scared him into action. Which is unfortunate because the Cogmaster's not any bigger now.
Right. Well, that still went pretty well, and now he can use any number of his tools to clear that out.
Oh yeah, this is going really well for Max now. I think I almost feel like it might have been better to throw down the Clockwork Gnome and push a little for face and hope that the spare part you get from it is the Concealer one.
That would have been a gamble, but it would have been a really good one. I would have loved to.
Because he doesn't have any more cards, and Max had a lot of cards.
Mm-hmm.
And even though he didn't know he was playing Patron, which he may or may not have known from the cards he played, he was playing some variant of Control. I don't know if there's a way to come back from this now.
I don't think so.
I mean, he's gonna.
This is just looking too scary.
He's delaying, but it's not.
Yeah, that's the last of his fireballs. So.
Hey guys.
Hey,
Rock.
Rock.
Welcome to the party.
Thank you.
How do I make it so it always shows Rock?
The audience really only wants to see Rock, so I think that's we should figure that out right away.
Well, the Doge is nice, but it's just not.
No, I agree. It's more of a splash screen type thing.
Alright, well, Max took game one. I don't know if you were watching any of that, Rock, but Ken started off strong with a Mech Mage, but Max got a clutch double Armor Smith. What was that? Like a 15 armor turn, and pulled out.
Yep.
Pulled
It
out
was
a
massive.
Gul'dan versus Malfurion.
I must protect the wild.
Your soul shall be mine.
All right. I like this hand already.
Wow. This is a great hand. Turn one.
For who?
6,
Oh, the Druid. Yeah.
Yep. Max has a nice curve of spells
Yeah, this is great.
and a second swipe. That's gonna be fun.
Because I'm guessing he's gonna drop the Wrathguard. I'm guessing Ken's gonna drop the Wrathguard.
Ooh,
And that's gonna be
that'll be painful.
bad. That's gonna be painful.
Oh, and double wrath.
Man,
No contest.
that is hard to see.
Ooh. All right, here's something else. The Shade seems like a good choice here, or you could even coin out the Shredder.
There we go.
I think.
Kind of like coin Shredder, actually.
Well, I think the earlier shade is played, the better it is, right? Because you can.
Very true.
Yeah, I think he's also debating the same thing. Goes with the shade play.
Yeah, well, he can still swipe the Imp Gang boss down in next turn.
Oh, he's gonna try
Ooh,
to snipe that.
Oh,
He's gonna try to snipe the
oh.
Nax. He's going for it.
This is not going to be pretty. And he dodges.
Oh, that was not pretty. Man, that was almost super awesome. If only Knife Juggler had not gone for face.
Swipe. Swipe the play, guys.
I feel like he
let's
has
see
to
what's
swipe
gonna-
something.
I mean, he's not going to use his Shade to
He
trade
might-
anything, I don't think.
He might use Wrath and the Shade to clear the jugglers and then swipe next turn.
But then the Imp Gang boss is gonna get free value off the 1/1.
I think he should have. He should have just hit
yeah.
the first knight.
Yeah, that's why.
Force like-
Oh, and he didn't take it down. It's playing with fire.
That was lucky right there.
Oh man, come on, Ken. Do the
Doing
pro
anything
play.
that-
Blow up your 1/1.
I don't think he's gonna do it. It'd be pretty awesome if he did. Oh, he's gonna do
Oh,
it.
he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. Yes. This is hype plays.
Wow.
Oh, look at that. Unfortunately,
That
he's gonna lose to another swipe. But
That was next level right there.
that was next level. That's what the audience wants to see.
Super hype right here.
I can't even deal with this right now. So now he's gonna swipe the Imp Gang boss down, and if he wants to, he can coin Wrath, the last Imp. Don't know if he needs
But
to
that's
do that.
spending all your removal.
Yeah.
And it prevents you from pointing out the Dr. Boom next turn.
Well, that right
What's
there
your-
was scary enough as is.
Yeah, I think you should hold the coin for Boom.
Ooh,
Interesting.
he's doing wild growth.
That accomplishes the same thing. So
That's true.
not-
Yeah, I would definitely develop the board here. Those are two really strong
Ooh,
things.
that Wrathguard again. That's gonna hurt when Boom runs into that.
Yeah, but the game might be over before that. I mean, he's got 9 damage on board. He's got 5 in hand. That's 14. If he draws a Power Overwhelming, this game's over. Ah, no Power Overwhelming.
Tap.
But that
The light protects me.
that taunt does pretty well. I say he goes face. I'm thinking he goes face.
Yep.
I
Except
don't
he
know.
might. I wouldn't risk it. I would go face.
Yep. Face is the place here.
I mean, he's
Yeah.
got to clear so much stuff and hope you don't have anything. So what do you think of the Wrathguard in the Zoo deck here? Because this is a pretty typical
wait.
Zoo. It's just it's running a little more aggressive, I think. I mean, it's got Argent
9.
Squire and the Wrathguard.
Wrathguard's interesting. It's amazing stats for the cost, but it's sort of like Zombie Chow, where late game you're a little more hesitant to play it because it can really come back to bite you hard.
Dang it. The
You
Wrath
guys,
has taken over my screen.
Savage Roar and clearing the board. What do you guys think about that?
I
All right, keep me updated on what's happening. I got to back out. Oh, never mind.
Oh man, I think. Yeah.
That was
would have liked to see Savage Roar there. Yeah.
That's the only way he could save himself.
Yeah, it's over.
All
He's
right,
just
we're going to
like-
game 3.
Hype.
This is exciting.
I feel like some way that turn could have been played out better.
Yeah,
Probably.
I think with the Savage Roar he could have cleared the 2/4/3s and then also hit the 5/7 Doomguard. So that way he would have been left with and Boombots doing their job, of course.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was predicated on the randomness of the Boombots doing their job.
Yeah. Well, it was random if he was going to survive that turn anyway. You know, if any sort of damage got Drew, the game was over. He was at 3 life.
We are now
Right.
in
I think
hype.
well the Shredder would have popped first, right?
Mhm.
And then the Boombots would have had more of a chance. So he should have cleared the Doomguard first, then Savage Roared with the Boombots hit the 2/4/3s, and then hoped
Ooh, look at that curve.
from damage out.
Yeah, that Shredder could have easily killed him anyway. Whatever came out of that.
So Ken is
Right.
starting out super strong here. With the Mech Warper and the Clockwork Gnome. He's
Oh,
gonna...
that's great. It's gonna play a big role.
Oh! There's the Frostbolt.
That's going to hurt.
That was clutch. And now he's gonna get the Tinkertown Technician on turn 3, and then the Blast Mage on turn 4. It's gonna
He's
be
got to
rough.
innervate. He's got to innervate to get some more board presence.
He's got to innervate, but even
Yeah.
if he does, I mean, he's got to hope that then he draws a turn 4 play.
Well, still, you have to go for it. I think you need more cards.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is not.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You're right, Rock. He has to grab the Azure Drake. But he doesn't know
Oh.
what's coming. He doesn't know that he's got the perfect curve. I mean, it's a mistake. Oh my gosh, Lotheb.
Tinkering?
Oh, that's perfect. Just fills the curve on.
I feel like Ken might take this.
Oh, this is so painfully one-sided right now. I don't even know what to do.
Ooh, well,
You know.
Dr. Broom, that's not going to save him.
Well.
I don't
maybe-
know. Some
It's a
misplaced.
step in the right direction. It's a step in the right direction.
It does stimmy the Goblin Blast Mage play. Like, now Ken has to think about the order in which he does things.
Oh boy, he has to think before he wins. So difficult.
I mean, it's a small thing, but like if you had played a Azure Drake, obviously you just play the Goblin Blast Mage, and if it takes down 2 damage, then you can ram one of your little ones in.
Well, the Drake would have traded one or both of the mechs by this point.
Yeah, I think.
Ooh, okay.
And then both of them go into boom. Oh.
Not sure
Well,
what's
he
going on
still
here.
put 4/4 and 2/1 into boom, so that's 6 damage, and then blast mage, right?
Well, he wanted to make sure the boom bots didn't kill anything before,
Oh,
and they. Ow.
wow.
So yeah, still worked out pretty well. I'm okay with that. That 1 damage is still.
Well,
Okay,
enough
so
to
now
start
what's
with.
the play here? I don't think he Thorisons, because that's not value. I think the Shredder is probably your best bet. Shredder, hero power, take out his 4/1, and then take out his 5/4.
Ooh, that gets him dangerously low, but I don't know if he has a choice here.
I mean, there's no way to clear the minions without taking face damage. And if he doesn't
Right.
clear them, he's going to take more face damage.
yeah. The only way Max would die is with like a fireball draw.
Which, as far as Max knows, Ken could easily have at this point.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I think Piloted Shredder and Hero Power was the play here. But yeah, who knows? Max has more experience with his deck.
Well, he's going to get an easy clear here.
OP.
No,
Well,
Interesting.
not a lot of damage threat on the board right now, so Max can breathe a little bit and drop some of these minions.
So even without that Whirling Blades, Ken could have easily cleared the Thaurissan with the hero power and the 4/1, and then the boom with the 2/1. So was getting a 3-mana reduction, was getting a reduction on the Piloted Shredder, Savage Roar, and Azure Drake worth not clearing the board?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think face was the place there. Because that would have put more pressure on Max. He is like for him to like have a swipe.
Ooh.
Max
I
would
mean,
have-
Max has some good cards on the board right now, but the Annoyatron just completely slows any chance he has of coming back.
Yes. Ooh, now he's going face. Ooh. That's a good card, but he might have to use it for healing.
I think he definitely has to use it for healing.
And he knows he's gonna trigger that mirror entity. If he's playing Mech Mage, he knows that Mech Mage is probably running a mirror entity.
Absolutely.
And so
What?
Unless it's like Ice Block just to like confuse you. I
that
don't
5 health is kind of gonna be negated by the 5/5 you're giving the opponent.
Yeah, I don't think there's really a way out of this.
Yeah.
Should have
I think
done
it's
is play the
the
Shredder earlier and hope for like a I don't know, Doomsayer or
So how
something
about
that
this? How
heals
about
Vitality
you-
Totem.
Alright, so he's going to trade into the Annoyatron, kill it off, probably kill the other mech to debuff the Cogmaster, and then play the Shredder and Wild Growth, because that's all he has left.
Yeah. And let's see. Well, Ken doesn't. What? What? What is happening here?
3, 5, 6. Well, he still doesn't have lethal, so.
I'm confused. He didn't play the
Well,
Shredder.
yeah, he did. He was playing around Mirror Entity.
Oh, that's true. You're right. You're right. My bad.
It's not going to save him, though.
Yeah. So Ken goes face.
Yep.
So here he can heal
Oh
himself.
man, Ken is going to take this. I don't see any way around this.
So that's 8. Oh, he even freezes.
I mean,
That-
he's nowhere near combo range.
Oh, 5-mana Innervate, the value.
Dang.
And the hero power to face. I like it.
Well played, Ken. You definitely threw Max through the ringer.
That was very exciting.
That was very exciting. Let's see if Ken will jump on for a post-match interview. I'm gonna tell Phil to not play yet. So, was there anything that Max could have done differently in that game, or did Ken just get an ungodly curve?
Yeah, Max had no chance. I don't think there was any skill involved.
Well, I think it all came down to his wild growth play on turn 3, missing that turn 1, 2, and 3 cost him.
Yes, that was risky. That was risky and did not pay off. Having the Drake on the field might have given him a fighting chance, but I don't know. It snowballed so hard.
Well, yeah, I mean, he did have a turn 5 boom there. But yeah, wasn't good enough. It couldn't get him back in game because he didn't have good enough follow-ups, I think. Yeah, all in all, I think it went well for Ken. His
Oh, yeah.
curve was just ungodly.
Ungodly curve. That's our new term, ungodly curve. So, while we're waiting to see if Ken will jump on, how are you feeling about your matchups this week? I don't even know who you guys are playing.
I don't either. That's okay.
Yeah, I am playing Adam and Josh D. I just played Cecil at 7 p.m. today. So.
Oh, you
can
did?
call-
Yeah, I saw that. You beat him.
Yep. Was a good set of games.
I've got Chad, Carlo, and Derek this week. So I need to not underestimate Carlo because he's been getting better.
Yeah, Carlo
I need to
is gonna.
focus on
Yep.
how I can possibly beat Chad and Derek. We're both top.
Yeah, that's
top
good.
tier.
That's gonna be your mistake. Carlo is just gonna like sneak up behind you and murder you with Rogue.
Yeah. No. That's not a joke. He's been upgrading
Mhm.
his deck. He wanted to against you, but he didn't quite have the cards yet.
It didn't matter. He beat me.
That's true. That's true. I forgot that. He totally wrecked you.
What do you
It
guys
was-
think about the new expansion that came out? Are you guys looking forward to any cards in particular?
Well, I was definitely looking forward to Explorer's Hat.
Mhm.
I haven't found a groove for it yet, but I think it's good for those sticky minions. You can make favorable trades and keep doing it. There's definitely
Definitely.
some crazy potential with Unleash the Hats.
Yes.
I'm a fan.
Yep. Spiders, Unleash the Hats. I think those all have potential. Whether it's worth the 2 mana and the card slot investment has yet to be determined. But I think there might be some space to work with there.
The big problem I saw with it was if I ran 2, it took up too many of my deck space, I feel. And if you have 2 in hand, it's no better than having 1 in hand. And if I ran 1, I ran the chance of not grabbing it, which I kind of want it.
Well, I kind of think of it as a util card, like, um, maybe instead of a BGH or like something like a second owl, I would run one of those and see how it goes with the deck. Right now, I don't think it fits in. I was
Hello?
trying to make the deck run.
Sup, Ken?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Congratulations on your epic win.
Hey, thank you.
Those were some pretty sick games. I forget I know you lost the first game, but I missed the first half of it. You were doing Mech Mage
Yeah.
against his
It was Mech Mage against Control Warrior,
yes.
Warrior.
and it was, it was Patron. It was going pretty well. I had him at like 9, and then he had a huge double Armor Smith combo,
And that's where
and-
we tuned in. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was pretty bad.
and he just regained all his life, and I couldn't come back from that.
Ouch. But you kind of walked all over him that third game. I remember. Your curve
Yeah.
was right up there.
Yeah, I got kind of lucky with my picks this time, because I think both Mech Mage and Zoo do really well against Ramp.
Yeah, I could see that.
It's just like that deck is kind of slow for the first 2 turns unless you have some wacky innervate play, right?
Right.
So I feel that it loses a lot against decks that can get really snowbally tempo advantage during that time window.
And he did
which-
not have any good early game that last
Yeah,
one.
that's exactly what happened. He just had Aspirant and Wild Growth in the 2 games early on, and I was able to answer them, and I just kind of maintained board control for most of it.
I think the second game was probably the most intense out of the 3 because
Yeah.
I don't know if you could see, but if you figured it out, but we saw at the beginning that his hand, I mean, he had both swipes in his opening hand. He ended up pulling both Wraths. He had Living Roots, so he had the perfect curve. He had Living Roots, Wrath, Shade, and then Swipe. And yeah, we definitely approved. We were sad when the Double Knife Juggler didn't kill the Shade, but when you implosioned your own imp, that was next level.
Yeah, that felt pretty cool. That's the first time I've had a chance to do that.
That definitely stopped because that forced him to use his second swipe, and then you were able to just build back up your board.
Yeah.
I think it was right after that second swipe that you played Dr. Boom. That was on an empty board, so he didn't.
Yeah. I think that happened a lot in those last 2 matches. Was he was just able to clear me with swipe or Wraths or whatever, and but he didn't. That's like the Ramp Druid problem, right? Is you play one big impactful card every turn, and I was just able to stay on tempo for the entire game.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That was pretty cool. I'm honestly, selfishly a little sad that you won because we were sort of tied for records, and now you've pushed away. Whereas if Max
Sorry,
won, he's
buddy.
already top 3, and he's not going to get any higher.
Well, I don't think we've played yet, so
No,
you
we
still got a
haven't.
chance to knock me down personally.
All right.
Sorry, it's done.
Sorry, you had something to say, Paul?
Nope, I'm good. Carry on.
I was just going to say Phil and Max are about ready to go, so we're going to jump over to that.
All right.
Thank you for coming on, Ken. That was
Yeah,
that
sure.
was an epic win, and definitely hype. We were. I don't know if you ever go back and watch it, you'll see during the point where you implosion, me, Rock, and Paul are like hype.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks, guys.
All right, see ya.
Yeah, good luck with the
Later.
rest of the games, Ken.
Yep.
Alright, next hype.
Next hype. Okay, and this is most level hype.
Hype, hype,
Uh,
hype.
What? Well, what's the hype percentage, first of all? That's very important.
The hype percent, if I recall, the hype percentage of the Ken versus Max match was 82%, and that was pretty on
82.
point. That went to game
Mhm.
3. That was pretty hype. Uh,
What's-
this one, Phil v Max, is 89%.
Oh my god! 89% hype.
Oh my
I don't
god,
even know.
that's
How am I
nice.
supposed to be that hyped?
Well, if you had your strobe lights, that'd be cool.
Okay, just imagine I have the strobe lights right now.
Okay. It's not the same. Sorry.
I know. I'm sorry about that.
Rock, you are not on video anymore. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, I turned it off.
Wow. You're all abandoning me.
Wow, Rock.
Well, I can turn it back on. My this thing was having a problem. Like the Hearthstone thing was like not working with me, so I turned it
Oh,
off.
weird.
It was more bandwidth. It was feeling laggy.
All right. Here we go. Max versus Phil, and they've both opted for their warrior first. So patron warrior versus control warrior.
Oh,
Who
I-
will?
keep the brawl.
Oh, he's
Key
yeah.
card there.
I
Right
feel like
there.
Max is at a clear disadvantage here, seeing as neither his hero nor his cards are golden.
I agree.
Ooh, can I just say I think there's a design flaw in Hearthstone. Since the coin isn't an actual collectible card, I feel like if your hero is golden, the coin should be golden.
As a
No.
matter of fact, if your entire deck is golden, the coin is golden.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah, unfortunately, Phil's deck is not entirely golden here. Look at that
Yeah.
inner rage.
That is.
That is not a golden
Guys,
card.
Holy
Need
cow! What is
more
that
system.
inner rage doing in his control warrior deck, Paul?
It's not.
I
a
don't know.
control card, guys.
It must not be, because Phil's control warrior is all golden. We know this.
This is something new. I mean, it looks a lot like control warrior. It looks a lot like control warrior.
It's patron.
Patron running brawl.
Yeah. Now they do run a brawl.
All right.
Uh,
I'm just
uh,
amazed that Phil would run a different warrior deck.
Well, he is trying to not be too predictable, I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
the
right.
brawl
Okay.
includes. is-
Let's see. I don't. Unfortunately, Max hasn't taken any damage. These battle rages are kind of dead in the hand.
For now.
For
That
now.
can easily change.
Probably a
Does he need
slam.
Draw though.
He doesn't need to draw yet, but he needs to, prepare.
Yeah, that slam is all right.
But yeah, something's definitely up with Phil's deck. It's not all golden.
Paul, do some investigating.
All right. According to my underground sources, I'm told that this may actually be controlled patron.
Control patron. I've seen that. I've seen
And
that.
in fact, we would be expecting to see exactly what we have in his hand, actually. Inner Rage, Whirlwind, and Patrons would be the new additions to this deck. So we just have to wait until he draws one to confirm.
So what did he take out for the Inner Rage, Whirlwind, and Patrons? That's like 5 or 6 cards.
I have no idea.
I'm guessing some of the later game stuff, like Baron Geddon, Alex Straza.
Yeah, Geddon wouldn't really synergize with Patrons too well, I don't think.
What now?
No, I think he also might have taken out Shield Maiden.
Oh, you think?
Shield Maiden's a pretty good card.
Especially in Control Warrior. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm assuming he's still running the shield slams.
Though he could get some Patron Whirlwinds off and get that armor back in other ways.
Right. He also has the 6/3 that
Oh,
gives
and there's the patron.
hype. Hype.
Hype, hype, hype.
Patron hype. What?
Of course, the question is, will Max realize this when
Yeah.
he's a non-golden card from
I think
Phil?
Max is going to walk right into this because Phil has not played outside of the Control Warrior path. I think he's going to pull a meta bluff on Max.
Hype.
But what does that mean? Okay, so if he thinks he's playing Control Warrior, he's going to play as if he has all the answers. So if he thinks he's playing Control Warrior, he's going to play as if he has all the answers. So if he thinks he's playing Control Warrior, he's going to play as if he has all the answers. So if he thinks he's playing Control Warrior, he's going to play as if he has all the answers. So he's going to try not to overextend, which is still smart because Phil's holding a brawl. What he's not going to be expecting is a flood of patrons.
But I mean, look at Max's hand right now. Pretty much everything in it makes Grim Patron scarier. He can't play the Wild Pyromancer. He can't play the Whirlwind. He can't play... Well, I guess he could play the Acolyte.
Oh, it's going to be bad.
Hope for the best.
I think the pain was a good idea.
Yeah, I think next turn he's gonna try and Patron, Whirlwind, and Acolyte.
This does not look good. Oh, interesting. Oh, okay. Yeah. I
Yep, he's
forgot
setting
that
up
he
for
hadn't
the
used
patrons.
his Death Bite yet. That
Definitely
means
wants to
that
save that.
that pain's gonna get hit.
I'm okay with this. Now he either clears the board or bad things happen anyway.
Well, what do you guys think about Lotheb this turn?
I think
I
Lotheb's strong here if he knows he's playing Patron. Thing is, he doesn't know he's playing Patron.
Well, the thing is, even if he does drop Lothab, he can just play a 6-mana Whirlwind. Phil doesn't even care. Wait, no, he can't. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. Why am I even on this cast? Yes, I would definitely like to see Lothab here.
Okay, he can even draw with Battle Rage. So, I think he can still go for Patron play this turn because his 7/7. If he brawls.
Yeah, okay, he's probably gonna do that. Gonna go for the Mega Patron play. Battle Rage into Whirlwind. Get maximum value off the Acolyte of Pain. I think this is strong. I think him playing the Patron first will counter Phil playing Patrons.
Oh, smart. He did not use the Whirlwind there. He's keeping his resources, guys. So, for the next Patron.
Ah, smart.
So in case there's a brawl that goes down here, he still has some resources to come back.
So, what does Phil have to answer that? I mean, he's got a Shield Slam. He's got an Execute.
Yeah.
Okay, he's gonna clear out the Patrons.
I'm not entirely sure what he's doing right now.
He's clearing out the Patrons. I'm not sure
And then
what he's
gonna
doing.
hit with the weapon.
Ooh, he's answering with his own Patrons. Okay, well now Max knows what he's playing against. Ooh.
But is it enough?
I don't know.
Interesting.
So he's got an Execute and he's got a Slam. And he's got a Grow Mash. Let's not forget that.
Slam, execute. Oh, gosh.
Let's
He
see,
still-
he could-
He still has to deal with one more patron.
He should probably just
Yeah.
play double Whirlwind. You know, I think that would be a really strong play here.
Yeah, that's what Jabali did. Remember?
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
And we should always follow Jabali's example. Well, he's got a lot to think about. Okay, I don't actually know what the best play here is. Does he try to get rid of some patrons? If I were him, I don't even know what I'd do. I say if I were him, I might drop Gromash into his 3/2 and then. Okay,
Yeah, he could've-
this is probably the best play. He prevents him from playing. I mean, he could play. Oh,
But he could drop a 6-mana Whirlwind,
He does.
and that's terrifying.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
he couldn't armor smith with it, so there's still a chance.
I mean, there is, but Max is pretty much spent on removal at this point.
Now, is there any way he could flood the board and force some of the patrons to die out?
I would love to see a massive board of like 7 patrons on both sides. But I don't think that's really going to accomplish anything for him.
Let the pain speak
Not
to
necessarily.
me. A fight count.
He's gonna go for it. He's gonna roll the
Oh,
dice.
boy. Get some card draw, too.
This is definitely more hype.
This is like
Hype.
89% hype right here.
Oh man, if that Armor Smith would have been played from Phil's hand, that would have
Oh.
been so hype.
Oh, Phil has bonus patrons now.
Uh-oh.
Oh man.
Too many battle cries.
And actually, the way
Yep.
those patrons spawn, that didn't work out too badly.
Hmm. So what is Phil's way to deal with this?
This feels like a good brawl turn.
I feel like this is a brawl turn, but I guess Phil doesn't
No.
feel that way.
Yeah, go
I
face
mean, you
the
brawl
ropes.
and hope that
Sure.
the patron is left, and then you just take it out.
Yeah. Oh.
Nope. He's going
Phil-
for some weird value.
Made to fit.
Phil can clear out all the patrons, most of the patrons, and then whirlwind to get more patrons on his side.
Phil's true
Right.
nature is coming out. He's controlling the board.
Will that be his downfall?
I don't think so.
Probably not. Probably not.
Oh, like, see, he can clear out every patron. And then he's gonna whirlwind to get more patrons on his side and a bunch of armor.
Wow, wow, wow. Pro level plays by Phil.
Excellent work.
Then armor up, pass.
Or attack face.
Okay, now I feel like this is still anyone's game because he has no other activators.
He doesn't need any activators. He's got patrons.
Yeah, well, Max is going to clear one of them,
Right.
and which is going to activate Gromash next turn. If he plays it. I don't know if he'll play it.
Oh, I think he has. Oh, he has.
Oh, and there's the Justicar.
More patrons, boys.
Oh man, I don't know if that Sludge Belcher was a good idea.
Well, there's nothing else he can do. He has to play the Belcher.
He didn't have to play the Belcher.
Well, what was the other option then?
Grand tournament champion.
Rag?
Could have played Ragnaros. Yeah, Ragnaros is cool.
Rag does nothing. He just takes out one patron. At most.
But yeah, well look at what he's got now. I mean, he's still got 3 patrons. He can't attack with his Death Spite anymore. If he had just done Death Spite and then Armor Up, then he could have dealt with patrons. Except Phil would have dropped another patron. So, to keep that from
Infinite
happening.
patrons.
Infinite patrons.
So
Hmm.
I think Max has to go for a draw. Just battle rage and see if he can draw something.
I
Maybe
think
if
what
he
he
can
has
play
to do is I
draw.
think he has to Gromash, take out one of the patrons, Death Spite the other patron, Battle Rage to draw.
Yeah, that can work too.
But he's not
Yes,
gonna go
Ragnaros.
because now he can't.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Face.
the worst
Not
place.
ideal.
Face is not the place.
All right, Sylvanas and
6,
Brawl.
7, 9, 10, 11,
That's a
12.
terrible idea.
That's 11 mana.
Doesn't matter. Phil can like draw coins out of nowhere.
I
Did
think
he
he's
win
gonna
it?
use Bash.
I'm okay with Bash. I mean, he had 16 plus 3 from Bash, which I think was lethal there.
I have no time for games.
I don't-
No. No. I don't think that was quite lethal. Let's see, what did he have? He had 9, 10, 16 plus 3 was... he took him down 10 damage. I think he had 20 health. Plus any armor. Yeah, I think he had 20 health. So he would have been 1 off lethal.
I mean, he can still do the Girl Mash play. Girl Mash into the 3/3 hit the 4-1 to the face, and then
Wild
Belcher.
Pyromancer Battle Rage.
Yeah, it's over. I mean, he still have enough
Yeah,
he
he's
still
too
has
low
enough
on health.
damage.
Okay, the only good thing from this is that Phil can't use Warrior anymore. But this is a blow.
I mean, I don't know. Is Phil allowed to use like Control Warrior and Patron Warrior as two separate decks?
No, Phil gave up on the Control Warrior this round.
That's kind of disappointing, though it has worked out for him.
Oh, look at the armor game.
Ooh, and steal the ground.
What a nice guy Max is, giving him his Gromash.
And armor, and everything.
It would have been funny if he stole the Pyromancer. Oh, and he kills him with it. What a guy.
That was indeed an 89% hype match.
That was.
Not led astray.
I don't think Max was prepared for that patron drop.
Yeah, I don't think anyone would have been prepared for that.
Look at Phil mixing it up.
Kila.
All right, what do you think Phil's gonna play now?
What class is he playing?
Paladin.
Mid-range Paladin.
Now, will he include the mysterious challenger?
Nope. Phil only plays honorable decks.
Okay. And Max is sticking with the Patron Warrior. Ooh, got that Quartermaster. I don't know if it's a good thing in this hand.
3, 4, 5 curve, guys. Hype.
I feel like
Yeah, but the Whirlwind deals with that muster if he's willing to give up on one of the combo pieces.
which he should.
I would actually
In
agree
fairness.
with that way. If Max sees it.
Reporting for duty.
I mean, here it's just Armor Smith, right?
Armor made to fit.
And so next turn, I'm seeing Acolyte Coin Whirlwind.
Reporting for duty.
Oh! And he went face. That is not the Phil way. And Max will punish him for it.
Pain, speak to me.
Not the film.
So
Excellent.
he's got his Death Spite ready to... Oh man, Max has a almost perfect curve. He's going to Death Spite the Piloted Shredder that comes out. And then on turn 5, he'll be able to activate the Grim Patron.
Yep.
This is pretty good.
Yeah, this matchup usually goes to the warrior. Most
Now,
of
is
the
he going to try to grab a card off that? I would say he should take out the Piloted Shredder and then
Yeah.
Yep.
see if you drop like a 1. Ooh, I gotta say I don't approve of that play.
It probably doesn't matter, though. I mean, Rock's right. Grim Patron was the deck that knocked mid-range Paladin completely out of the meta for months.
So here's what Max is going for, I think. I think Max doesn't just want a single activator on his patrons. He wants Inner Rage or another Whirlwind.
I'm okay with that.
Job's done.
I wonder if that slower pace is going to hurt him, because he would have commanding... I mean, he could have killed either of those 5 drops, the Sludge Belcher or the Lotheb.
Meanwhile, armor keeps building up, and the warrior is not at 30, so he can draw more cards off of that,
That's true.
which kind of sucks as the paladin. And the sledge vulture is gonna guarantee him at least 2 more armors, maybe more, because I don't see 5 attack coming from Phil.
So
Unless-
what is Max worried about in Phil's hand? I mean, if I were Max, I'd be worried about an Equality Consecrate at any point. No.
Innervate Tyrion, probably.
There's no... Innervate Tyrion?
Right.
Yeah, Innovate Tyrion is a play. If only Innovate was a paladin card.
Well, it
Well,
is
you
when
know,
you
I
play
think you
against
can
Mage.
Yeah.
Spellslinger, Innervate.
It's pretty scary stuff. But yeah, the Sludge Belcher is going to go a long way to help him stabilize a little bit. but Max has a lot of combo pieces that he's accumulated now.
So does he go with the Death Spite and clear the thing?
Yes, I would like to see that. Now, next level play would have been dropping the patron before he killed the Sludge Belcher, so the Knife Juggler hits the patron and spawns another one.
That is a pretty risky play. I don't know if that's the next level.
Next level is all about risk.
Ah,
Well, that's next level because of the knife juggler, right?
Mm-hmm.
that's true.
So is he going to drop the patron this turn? That
I
whirlwind
don't see him
is too
dropping
expensive.
the patron. I see him just playing it safe. Which means,
Phil's board is getting out of control, though.
yeah, Phil's board is getting out of control. I gotta say, I disagree with not dropping the Death Spite turn 4.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you had the tempo, you had a... Paladins can't easily take back all that tempo unless they spend a bunch of cards.
What do you guys think? Tyrion is the play here?
Tyrion, go face, yeah.
Now he's gonna go Quartermaster.
Patron doesn't run brawl.
To arms, men!
Disagree.
I kind of disagree with this play a little bit because of the 2-1.
Just wait until the next turn, and he gets another Quartermaster.
And
The
then
power
it's
is real.
Ooh.
Interesting.
His board's too full at that point, though. Something
So
else.
I see a Grim
5.
Patron, Whirlwind, Execute play.
Yeah.
But that Execute is going to be really bad against Tyrion.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just what I see. I don't know. Does he run a Cruel Taskmaster?
Possibly.
Because that's a possible way to deal with the Tyrion that comes out. Taskmaster,
Give
Big
the
Game
five-
Hunter.
Yeah, it's 5, 10, 12, 14.
I mean, this
Yeah.
is still a board that just like clears all the patrons, and then he drops a massive threat.
Yep.
I could see Boom, or Tyrion. Probably Boom. He can get
Boom.
rid of the bigger patrons.
Yeah.
And there goes the
Leave
patron.
the,
Well, I feel like this game is swung decidedly in Phil's favor.
Reporting for duty.
All right, Ragnaros hits Dr. Boom. All in. Let's see it.
Nah, he's gonna go Big Game Hunter. I think you Big Game Hunter, Fiery
Strider,
War Axe, the Boom Bot. Ooh. Honestly, I would have Fiery War Axe the Boom Bot and then dropped the Big Game Hunter and then the Shredder.
No, he doesn't want to. I don't know if he wants to take some more damage to the face or not.
Mid-range Paladin has no burst, though. His life is completely safe.
Ooh.
Goes
Okay,
for-
this got interesting.
All right,
So-
he drops Tyrion, the game's over. Sure.
Devil on your head.
Put your
There we go.
faith in the light.
Oh, that Boom
Oh,
value.
that Boom Bot. That Boom Bot.
Face.
Okay, the game's not over yet.
It's getting there.
Quality in hand. Think it's over, guys.
I think.
Yep. Phil's gonna get Ashbringer even if he kills Tyrion, and then he just swings for 5 each turn. Unless Ragnaros goes face. The
Nah, he
dream.
needs Ragnaros to hit Tyrion.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
No boom bot.
Ragnaros never loves you.
6, 7, 8, 9. 9 plus 4. Okay, that's still not lethal.
Still not lethal. But
Do you
don't
guys
see-
think you do a tempo equality play here?
I want to see a quality hero power quartermaster. Hmm. Oh well, he could just go face.
So
It'll
he's
probably
just
work.
going for burst.
He'll probably just go face.
Yeah, since Ragnaros didn't hit Tyrion, that's
What?
Oh, Phil can't control himself.
Phil has to control the board.
Oh. Okay, so at this
Face was
point,
definitely placed there.
this is tough.
Well, I don't think it would matter in this game anyway now, at this point.
Let's see, 8,
What now?
14,
I think it's still over.
15. Yeah, there's nothing he can do.
Let's see, 6,
He's
10.
got 15 damage, and if he takes out Tyrion, that's 16 damage. There's just no way.
Yeah.
Commendable though. Phil wasn't even supposed to win that match, but he made it happen
He did.
with the power of not actually a lot of gold.
Seriously.
I mean, Uther's kind of gold, and the Ashbringer's pretty gold, so...
Well, well, well.
Well played.
That was pretty
Phil
hype.
takes it again.
Good games. Good games.
Phil recovering from his defeat from last week. Okay, let's get the participants on the line.
Alright, guys, I gotta go prepare for my match, so...
Alright, we'll talk to Phil for a few minutes.
Alright, see you guys.
See ya.
See you, Rock.
Good casting with you guys.
Well, I gotta say, I think the Ken VMAX one was a little more hype.
It was. It was, though I got to say that most recent one we watched, it could have gone. It was super intense early on, but just snowballed out of control as the turns went by in each of those matches.
Oh, nice. Ken just opened King Mukla.
King Mukla is a solid card. I run him in Aggro Paladin. He's great.
Oh, snap. That is good.
He synergizes with Divine Favor, as well as being a card with way more stats than his 3 mana cost budgets.
Yeah, I didn't even think of the Divine Favor. That's pretty cool.
What's up?
Hello, Max.
Hey.
You had a 50-50 night.
What
Nope,
do you mean?
you didn't.
No, I lost the first one.
You lost the first one. Sorry about that. You had a terrible night.
Yeah.
Sorry, Max.
That was that first game was pretty crazy because I'm pretty sure you thought you were playing Control Warrior.
Yeah, definitely.
Did it make you play any differently? Like, do you feel like there was anything you could have done differently if you had known ahead of time it was a patron?
No, I don't think so.
I feel like you definitely improved your chances by getting your patron out there first, because both of your strategies sort of helped the other a little. But he did just seem to have more answers, which is unfortunate. The
Yeah.
second game was much closer and heartbreaking, because you had a pretty solid curve early on.
Yeah, that first game, the patron, my patron definitely doesn't match up as well because it doesn't really have any single target removal besides the 2 executes. Everything else is doing 1 damage to everything.
Yeah, that makes it a really...
So I'm running the Wild Power Masters.
Oh yeah, I don't see that in many. For just more activators.
Yeah, those 2 cards surprised me.
How do you feel, Phil? How did that win make you feel?
It feels good. It was pretty funny when everyone was getting in here.
Yes, everyone was getting in here. That was pretty cool.
There were patrons everywhere.
I liked that Max just went for the balls for the walls. Balls to the walls play. Let's bring all the patrons in here and see what happens.
Oh, I forgot that. I think the board was full enough that it missed out on like 2 patrons or something like that by doing that. I don't remember.
It was a valiant attempt. I thought you were trying to flood the board so that the patron wouldn't get value. But if even like one survives, it's a lost cause.
Mm-hmm.
That was a really powerful second game, Phil, because you seemed to be at a loss in the early mid game, but then somehow you pulled it out.
Yeah, I was devastated when he whirlwinded my muster. I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to mill that acolyte. Yeah, but then, corner whirlwind.
That was awesome. Yeah, because we saw that coming. So I gotta ask, Max. So we were convinced that on turn 4, when Phil played Shredder, that you would play your Death Spite because that would curve really nicely into your turn 5 patron. But then
Yeah,
you
but
played
really,
Slam.
the 2 patrons aren't enough. You really need the inner rage, so that you can get the full 4 patron. So I was just trying to draw into inner rage, basically.
That's what we figured, and it's unfortunate you didn't get it. But you did give up on a lot of tempo that turn that you had established on the board.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it really helped me with the Sludge Belcher and then the Cog Hammer turn.
Oh yeah, because you gave a Divine Shield.
Mhm.
Yep. Yeah, that helps. All around, those were some pretty hype matches. I don't know if you saw the Ken versus Max, Phil, but those were super hype as well.
I caught the end of it, but I'll definitely be looking at the video.
Yeah, you totally should, because me, Rock, and Paul just sort of ripped into everything that everyone was doing.
Whether we were correct or not, but that's
Whether we
beside
were
the-
correct or not. Yeah, Paul's like, oh, clearly he's going to play Sylvanas Brawl this turn. That's an 11-mana play, but that's just how good Phil is, that he pulls the 11th mana out.
That's Hearthstone.
All right, well, I think we are done here for tonight. I think those are some really hype matches. I'm a little hot in this shirt and tie. Had to class it up.
Cool.
Thank you guys for agreeing to play tonight, and thank you,
problem.
Paul, for commentating on this. Thanks to everyone
Always.
that was watching, and we'll try to get this up on YouTube tomorrow. Hype!
Everyone
Hi.
get in here!
And Max is gone. I like that. All right,